Hi, I'm Jen, Anna's friend and coworker, visiting her channel this week. I'm going to show you how to build this bed behind me in today's video. Since my last visit, we moved into a new house. This house presented a challenge for us. We were unable to move any of the kids' old beds around the corner and up the stairs. So in the last few weeks, we have built 4 beds. Hopefully we can share some of those projects with you as well. But today I'm going to show you how easy it was to build this simple house bed. I spent a bit of time looking at inspirational photos online of house beds, and I'm kind of winging it as I go. I decided to use some 2x3s to build this bed. There are a couple of areas where I used 2x2s. So I just cut all my boards and now I'm going to pocket hole them. Make sure that you set your Kreg jig to the correct setting and use the correct length screw here. So I'm just going to build 2 legs. Okay, now I'm going to start working on the angled piece here. I'm just cutting a 45 and leaving the end long to start, and then I'm sort of piecing it together and figuring out placement where it needs to be. So where it meets the leg, each of those boards are cut at 45 and then they're straight at the top. And here I'm just shaving a little bit off to get the exact placement. And then I'm going to use those 2 pieces as a template to cut those pieces for the other side. And once I got those done, I decided to add some more supports to the middle of the leg. My daughter had a shelf that we had built for her bunk bed that sat on a 2x2, so I wanted to incorporate a 2x2 into this framing so she could continue using that little shelf. This is the 2x2, and I'm going flush to the inside of that leg. Okay, so that's one leg done. And there's the other one. I had a little bit of issue trying to figure out how I was going to do the slats, so I decided to put a cleat in here, a 2x2 cleat that's flush to the outside on each leg. And then I'm just going to span the slats between them. So that's going to be how it sets in there. So I'm just screwing the cleats in from the underside here. And cutting all of my slats. Still just using all 2x3s. Kind of use the wall as a stabilization tool here. And then I did the corners first to sort of square it up and then added all of the slats in between. Now at this point I'm not screwing everything in, I'm kind of just putting it all together and fitting it to see how it works. I built a 2x4 leg out of scraps to help support the center of the bed. Just toenailing these angled pieces in. And adding another back support to tie it all together. And that's it. So once I saw that it was working out, I took it all apart and began sanding and finishing it. The house that we're living in now is, as I mentioned, very difficult to get furniture upstairs. So I had to build the bed in the garage and then carry it up 2 flights of stairs and assemble it in the room. The bed slats are just going to stay this natural color, but I went ahead and gave them a good sanding so it looked nice and she wouldn't get any splinters or have any issues. So my daughter picked a gray paint. I really like this paint primer in one. You do 1 coat and you're done, and it dries really fast. So here's sort of my awkward stairs and why we couldn't just move a bed up there. We have to do it in pieces. So we already have all the pocket holes drilled. It's just a matter of attaching. We ended up attaching that center 2x2 to the angled ends just to make it easier to install. There's her little tray that's sitting on the 2x2 that her and I had built a while back. And here's the surprise. Enjoy.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. You like it?
Yes, I love it.
Good. That's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. My daughter is loving her new bed, which makes me really happy. And I hope you enjoyed that little surprise at the end. That's always my favorite part of building for my family. If you do like this content, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel. And if you do build using Anna's plans, please tag Anna White. We'll see you next week with a brand new video.